Hello, YouTube. This is a video response to Never Enough Ammo's video on the best shit hits the fan, or SHTF firearm. Now, and he mentioned the Mosin, AK-47, AR, and 22, and a Glock 17, or maybe it was a 19. I don't know, a Glock 9mm. And he had good points, but most, I don't even know how I'm trying to say here. Those are all good in theory. And what I mean by that is two different things. One is 22s and the AR have never really been in anything close to what SHTF is. They have seen combat. Or, well, actually 22. I don't know about that. So let's just go with the AR. It has seen combat, it has seen war, and it has done well. But in most of that, the people carrying it have been able to go back to their base and clean it regularly and take care of it and get a new one if they needed to, somewhat regularly. I know in Vietnam they didn't so much, and there was some extreme problems with the M16 in Vietnam. Now I know they've fixed some of those out, with the chrome line barrel and the forward assist and all that stuff. Okay, I do know the history on that, but regardless, it did have quite a bit of problems in the first half of Vietnam or so. And actually, some numbers estimated up to the cause about half the deaths in the first half of Vietnam. Some people say up to half of our men killed were directly responsible to their M16 failing. Some show that number lower, but it did have problems. Anyways, the Mosin has had some time in some. It's not a true. Well, I guess it would be true. War is pretty shit hits the fan scenario, I guess, if you're being invaded, But but a true shit hits the fan thing, it would be, long durations of possibly heavy firing of the gun, harsh conditions for a gun. A gun is a machine, and machines are prone to failure, especially in adverse conditions. So there haven't been a lot of instances where people have carried guns for a long time. Now, shit as the fan doesn't necessarily have to be a long duration, but it could be. I mean, if we're preparing for this, why not prepare for it right and assume that it might never get better, and you may need that weapon to last literally the rest of your life. So, in that sense, an AR has never been tested to that extent, and Mosins haven't that much either. The AK has somewhat. There are guerrilla factions and stuff that have carried an AK every day of their life and used pretty much the same one for a long time, for fighting, for I assume they've used it for hunting, to some extent, and they've served them well. Of course, the AK does have limitations, like everything. So that's one part of the theory behind some of these weapons, and there's other weapons that fit into this category as well. And then the second part of the theory thing is, an AK or an AR or Mosin or whatever, they're all great ideas if you have them. What if you don't have them? What if you're planning on getting one next week, say, and tomorrow everything just goes to hell? Well, where are you left then? Your whole strategy you've built up in your mind has been based on something you don't have. So realistically, what I think the best shit hits the fan weapon would be a weapon that you own right now. Okay? Not that you plan to get tomorrow, not that you plan to get next week, not that you plan to get in a year. A weapon you own right now. Whether that be a Mossberg 500, Remington 870, side-by-side shotgun, a bolt-action hunting rifle, a Marlin 30-30 lever action. Maybe all you own is an older pistol. Okay? This is a Star PD. So whatever you have right now that you are best at, and that you either have the most ammo for, or that you could probably get the ammo easiest for in a bad situation, that is the best shit hits the fan weapon for you. Okay? It's not some fancy $2,000 AR that you're planning on getting next time you got your taxes back. Okay? It could be the $300 shotgun you have sitting in your, behind the door. So for me, that would probably be, of the weapons I have, would probably be my Marlin 30-30 and my Star PD for backup. Now there are guns that I want to get. Speaking of that, when I get my tax returns, I do plan on getting a Glock and maybe an AK. We'll see. We'll see how finances go. But that's not going to help me if things go bad tomorrow. Once I have it, then it is a tangible option for shit hits the fan, or for anything. I mean, so, if you have an AR, then that is your best shit hits the fan weapon. If you have an AK, that is your best. If you have a Mosin, that is your best, if that's all you have. Now, if you have an AR and an AK and stuff like that, then there are some that are better than others, and there are thousands of videos, probably more than that, on the internet, giving their opinions to each one, and you'll just have to find that out for yourself. So, over and out.